time to, pretty much have your clean slate and start your new, if you like. But, finish the year strong. I know a lot of people are now starting to take their time off and everything like that. I think this might be one of our last episodes of the week, because it's getting real busy this week for me. And, I'm trying to find enough time to go shopping and still be a regular human being. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and jump into it. Ja Morant last night, buzzer beater. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ja Morant makes return and delivers one of the big moments of the season with buzzer beater. The guy had 34 points last night. He came back with a vengeance last night and made sure his team went ahead and finished the job last night, got themselves a huge win on the road against the New Orleans Pelicans, who have pretty much been a pretty good team this season. But, last night, the 7-19 Grizzlies come in there and they're just, ready to, start anew, because you know what? They were the 2 seed in the NBA last year. And, at the end of the day, they still think there's some unfinished business going on over here. So Ja Morant coming back was huge, because you know what? Ja Morant is the draw in the NBA right now. Okay. He's in a market that doesn't conduce him to being the draw. But if he was in New York, Chicago, Boston, Miami, LA, even with the Golden State Warriors, possibly even with the Phoenix Suns right now, it would be a big deal when Ja Morant comes to town. I think last night pretty much solidified that, because Ja Morant, regardless of anything, is a major player in the NBA, and he probably is pretty much the new face of the NBA once LeBron retires. But you had to punish the kid a little bit because he was getting a little bit reckless. He was getting a little bit besides himself. But you know what? The kid was living. You know what I mean? And that's how they're living nowadays with these 20-year-olds and everything like this. I say no harm, no foul. You shouldn't try to, discipline him in the fact to where you made him an example, because you got guys that are far less superior in the game than Ja, making way worse decisions, and the NBA doesn't even pay attention to that. And then you got guys that are foreigners who are over here who can't keep their thingy in their pants, and they're over here having sex with women that might not be of age to have sex with. And you know what? We're over here. Oh, we'll let the investigation tell us what happens. We know the detectives. But if it was a different situation, if it was Ja, would he been suspended until the investigation was over? Possibly. So you know what? The NBA really messed up with this one, and they're gonna have to really try to figure out a way to make sure they really cater to Ja and make up for the bullshit that they put him through. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this league doesn't move correctly without Ja Morant. And last night pretty much proved it. Everybody was excited to see him come back and play. Then when the result happened of him hitting the buzzer beater, everybody went into a frenzy, because we know that Ja Morant does push the agenda here in the NBA of the new era of the league. And he is one of the leaders of the new school. So you got to make sure that you take care of these guys. And on another note, it was really pretty pathetic to see Zion Williamson only score 13 points last night. And, this guy was seen to be the next up, the next big thing in the NBA. But you know what? That idea is starting to kind of fizzle out. And I think that New Orleans really does need to look at a trade situation for this kid, man. They have to do it, because I think that it's going to be best for both parties. But we'll get to that on another day. But once again, congratulations to Ja Morant on taking care of his business last night. And you know what? We're excited. I'm excited about what the future holds for this great player right here. All right. So with that, we move forward. And